Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everyone. This is Madhu Soni, welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group Masters. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your wonderful time, space, and energy with each other, which is very precious. So use it wisely. So, Masters, thank you for being here. Lots and lots of gratitude to each and everyone for every day coming here and bringing your beautiful energy and giving it to the group. Thank you. The masters, before, as you all know, when we start, let us give our gratitude, respects, and regards to all the masters. So join your hands and let us also pray to the masters, to all the divine beings, ascended masters, our guides, guardian angels, loved ones, ancestors, the Param Guru Mandali masters, Saptarishi Mandal masters, the Siddhas, gurus, teachers, healers, mentors, masters from the astral realms who are connected with the Most High, and also masters from the pyramid world, the crystal world, and our great grandmaster Pitama Brahm Rishi Patriji, Mahavatar Babaji, our spirit animal, spirit guides, elemental kingdom masters, our guardian angels, archangels, angels. We give our gratitude, respects, and regards to each and everyone. We are really, really blessed by your support and all the guidance that you give us. Thank you for all the protection. Thank you, Mother Earth, Father Universe, and Mother Nature, the sun, moon, and the constellations. We are really gratefully blessed and we are really in gratitude by your service, your protection, and the things, guidance that you all gave us. Thank you so much. We also ask you and we ask you and pray to you to help us connect with your consciousness, to help us align with the wisdom and knowledge that you got, maybe also get the same. Please help us align with the soul plan that we curated for ourselves, as well as the purpose that we have come here for. The learning, the lessons that we have to experience, we have to learn the lessons. Align us, and also align us with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnation. Thank you so much, Masters. Thank you. Please help us, guide us, and help us to walk on the right path. Thank you so much. So, Masters, very warm welcome to the old and new members. Thank you for being here. And if someone is new, I see Nilesh Topiwala who is new. He's also from Chicago, I believe, Illinois. Very warm welcome, Nilesh ji. And we right now are doing the book review, book reading of Only Love is Real by Dr. Brian Weiss. And then we will go on to meditation. Today, Rani ji is with us and she is going to give us this book review on chapter 10th. And so very warm welcome, Rani ji. As you all know, last time also she has done it on this book. And she also had helped us with the Your Soul's Plan. And as well as now she is doing the book review of Only Love is Real, chapter 10 today. So Masters, she is from New Jersey and she is a mother of two beautiful, handsome kids, I would say boys. And she is also a homemaker as well as she is a professional. She also works into insurance and definite. I believe insurance, right?
It's wealth.
Wealth, yeah, wealth. So yeah, she's into wealth. So anyhow, Masters, thank you so much, Rani ji, for giving your wonderful time to our this book read and as well as the group. So over to you and thank you. Go ahead, please. Welcome and all the best.
Thank you, Madhuji, for giving me the opportunity again. Am I audible clearly? Can you all hear me?
Yes, beautiful.
Okay. Good. Happy New Year to everyone.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Sorry, thank you so
yes.
much.
No, may this year brings a lot of good health, happiness, success,
Yes.
and we get more and more elevated in our spiritual journey. So,
Thank you so much, Rani ji, for reminding. I totally forgot on this, when we come here, I'm on a running spree to get to this place, to my
that's why
platform.
I'm here.
Yeah. So thank you so much and a very happy new year to each and every one, Masters. Thank you. And definitely, I know more will be joining a little later, but yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, so we're doing chapter 10 today of the book Only Love is Real. Thank you, Madhuji, for covering for me last time. Um, I'm going to read, it's a very short chapter, so I'm going to read it. And I just had made some points on my realization. So I'll just start the reading first. It's basically just to give you an overview of what we have read so far. Is Dr. Brian Weiss is um, talking to Pedro, who is young man from Mexico, and he's been suffering from grief of his loss of his younger brother. And he's not able to come to terms with the reality. The doctor is helping him go into past life. It's a therapy which is about past life regression. He's been going to different previous lives and taking out some experience just to come up with some realizations, and also to understand the fact that soul never dies, right? So it's the bodies um, which we change, like we change our clothes. So
Yeah.
we change the body. So we're going to know more about it. Let me start the reading.
Yeah.
But
Rani, sorry to interrupt you. Just start from the quote if you want to.
yeah,
Yeah. From here, and then I can take this screen out.
sure. I have been here before, but when or how, I cannot tell. I know the grass beyond the door, the sweet, keen smell, the sighing sound, the lights around the shore. You have been mine before. How long ago? I may not know. But just when at that swallow's soar, your neck turned so. Some wheel did fall. I knew it all of your by Dante Gabriel Rossetti. Okay, so I'm going to start
Yeah.
the chapter. Pedro entered the middle of a difficult lifetime. Sometimes the difficult ones offer the most opportunities to learn, opportunities to progress more quickly along our path. Sometimes the relatively Sometimes the relatively easy lifetime offer fewer chances for advancement. There are times to rest. This was definitely not one of the easy ones. Immediately, Pedro was angry and he clenched his jaw tightly. They are making me go. I do not want to. I do not wish that kind of life. Where are they making you go? The doctor asked. Into the priesthood to be a monk. I do not want this, he said insistently. He was silent for a moment, still angry. Then he began to explain. I'm the youngest son. It is expected that I do this, but I do not want to leave her. We are in love. And if I go, someone else will have her, not me. I cannot bear that. I would die first. But he did not die. Instead, he became gradually resigned to the inevitable. He had to separate from his love. His heart was ripped out, but he continued to live anyway. Years passed. It is not so bad now. The life is peaceful. I'm very attached to the bot, and I have chosen to stay with her. After more silence, a recognition. He is my brother, my brother. I know it is him. We are very close. I can see his eyes. Pedro had finally found his deceased brother. I knew that now his grief would begin to heal. The brothers had indeed been together before, and if before, they could be together again. More years passed. They both grew older. He will leave me soon, Pedro predicted, but we will be together again in heaven. We have prayed for that. Their boy soon died, and Pedro grieved. He prayed and he meditated, and the time of his death approached. He had contracted tuberculosis and he was coughing. Breathing was difficult. His spiritual brothers stood around his bedside. I let him pass quickly to the other side. There was no need to suffer again. I learned about anger and forgiveness. He began, not even waiting for me to ask about the lessons of that lifetime. So Pedro was while he was sharing his experience, he also said that in that lifetime, I learned I learned more about anger and forgiveness. The doctor is saying that he never even asked, but Pedro just kept mentioning about his experience and his learning. Pedro continued, I learned that anger is foolish. It eats at the soul. My parents did what they thought best for me and for them. They did not understand the intensity of my passions or that I had the right to determine the direction of my life, not they. They meant well, but they did not understand. They were ignorant. But I have been ignorant too. I have commandeered the lives of others. So how can I judge them and be angry with them when I have done the same? He was silent again, then resumed. This is why forgiveness is so important. We have all done those things for which we condemn others. If we want to be forgiven, we must forgive them. God forgives us. We should forgive them too. He was still reviewing the lessons. I would not have met Depot if I had my way, he concluded. There is always compensation, always grace, always goodness, if we just look for it. If I had remained angry and bitter, if I had resented my life, I would have missed the love and goodness that I found in the monastery. There were other small lessons. I learned about the power of praying and meditating. He added, he was silent again as he pondered the lessons and implications of that saintly life. Perhaps it was better to sacrifice romantic love, he conjectured, for the greater love of God and my brothers. So that was a realization, that was a learning from his life. I was not sure, and neither was he. Several hundred years later in Germany, Pedro's soul in Magda chose a very different path. The next step in Pedro's journey to find the meeting point between spiritual love and romantic love occurred immediately after his memory of the monk. I'm being pulled back into another life, Pedro said. I must go. The doctor said, go ahead. What is happening? He was silent for a few moments. I'm lying on the ground, gravely wounded. There are soldiers nearby. They have pulled me over the ground and the rocks. I'm dying, he gasped. My head and my side hurts badly, he muttered in a thin voice. They are no longer interested in me. The rest of this poor man's story slowly emerged. When he stopped responding, the soldiers left. He could see them above him in their short leather uniforms and boots. They were not happy. They were having their fun. But they had not really meant to kill him. They were not sad. These people were not worth very much. All in all, an unsatisfying escapade. His daughter came to him, wailing and sobbing, and she softly cradled his head in her lap. He rocked rhythmically, and he could not feel the life ebbing from his shattered body. His ribs must have been broken because there was a sharp pain with every breath. He tasted blood in his mouth. His strength was diminishing rapidly now. He tried to speak to his daughter, but could not utter a word. A distant gurgling came from somewhere in the depths of his body. I love you, father, he heard her say softly. He was too weak to answer. He loved her very much, his daughter. He would miss her beyond human endurance. His eyes closed for the last time, and the incredible pain disappeared. Somehow he could still see. He felt extremely light and free. He found himself looking down at the crumpled body, his head and shoulders resting limply in his daughter's lap. He was sobbing, completely unaware that he was not at peace, that the pain was gone. He was focusing only on his body, a body that no longer held him, rocking slowly back and forth. He could leave his family now if he wanted. They would be all right. They only needed to remember that they would also leave their bodies when their time arrived. He became aware of a marvelous light, brighter and more beautiful than thousand suns. Yet he could look directly at it. Someone in or near the light was beckoning to him. His grandmother. She looked so young, so radiant, so healthy. He desired to go to her, and instantly he was with her near the light. It is good to see you again, my child, she thought, the words appearing in his consciousness. It has been a long time. She hugged him in arms of spirit, and they walked through into the light. Pedro's haunting story completely engrossed me. Moved by his grief at leaving his daughter, I could feel the profound sadness of his parting words. However, I rejoiced at the uplifting encounter with his grandmother. If I were not so overwhelmed by the emotions of the moment, which also evoked the tragic memory of my own son's death, perhaps my mind would have made the connection between Pedro and Elizabeth. I had heard the daughter's words before, as Miriam, Elizabeth had rocked back and forth on the bloody ground, cradling her dying father, and she had whispered the same lament. The stories were eerily similar. At that moment, not only was my view obscured by emotion, but several weeks and dozens of other patients had intervened since Elizabeth, recounting, thus dimming my awareness even more. The discovery of their entwined destinies would be delayed to a different day. My mind, now the doctor is talking, my mind flashed back to the short life of my firstborn son, Adam. I think it was my mental picture of the grief of Pedro's daughter in that ancient life that precipitated this memory. Carol and I had rocked in each other's arms after the early morning phone call from the doctor at the hospital. Adam's life had ended at 23 days. Heroic open heart surgery could not save him. We cried and we rocked. There was nothing else we could do at that moment. Our grief seemed overwhelming, beyond physical and mental endurance. Even breathing became difficult. It hurt to take a deep breath, and air was hard to come by, as if there was a constricting corset around our chest. A corset of grief, but with no ties to undo. With time, the intensity and sharpness of our sadness slowly abated, but the hole in our hearts remained. We had Jordan, we had Amy, and they are unique and special children, but they did not replace Adam. The passage of time helped. Like ripples in a pond after a heavy stone disturbs its peaceful surface, waves of grief spread slowly outward, like the first wave which tightly encircled the stone. Everything in our life was connected to Adam. With time, new people and new experience came into our lives. They were not as directly connected to Adam and to our pain. Ripples spreading ever outward. More new events, more new things, more new people. So we get more breathing room. We could take deep breaths again. You never forget the hurt, but as time passes, you can live around it, or you learn to live around it. We met Adam again 10 years later in Miami. He talked to us through Catherine, the patient described in many lives, many masters. And our lives were never the same. After a decade of pain, we began to understand about the immortality of soul. So that's about chapter 10. There are a few points which I wanted to um, talk about his lessons, right? Pedro's lessons. He was not very happy. He was very angry with his parents because he was forced to go into and live a monk's life while he wanted to get married to the love of his life. But he managed to understand his anger and how he learned forgiveness, right? And why forgiveness is important. Um, that was his learning of this life because it helps release your emotional burdens. He had that anger inside him, right? So any burden, it can be anger, it can be resentment, guilt. If you start or if you try to forgive others and forgive yourself, you learn the act of forgiveness. That releases that burden. It creates a lot of space inside you and you regain that emotional balance. He learned that um, while learning that, he created a lot of space for himself, which helped him with his personal growth. Most importantly, it created space for his personal healing, right? During that lifetime, that was his learning. It also helps him to let go of things outside of his control because it was not in his control, it was past, right? So it promotes the peace of mind. That was his lesson. There was one more thing which he mentioned is he is forgiving his parents because they were ignorant. They did not understand then um, his passions and the intensity of his passion towards the love for his this girl. But they meant good. They meant good for him. So they were ignorant. And he said he's been ignorant himself. So why? How can he judge his parents? So this again gives him um, this fosters a lot of empathy, understanding, and compassion for others. And in this case, it was his own parents. He understands now that everyone has their own unique experience, their own struggles, and there's a perspective. So there's no point judging others. Again, because it takes a lot of your own energy away, which you can use towards your personal growth and your personal healing. Most importantly, it just allows you to be more and more self aware and understand that there's a role everybody's playing and there's a part which we are also playing here and there's a reason we are here. So it just gives us a lot of time for ourselves and for our personal growth. Um, he also mentioned that it's very important to pray and meditate, right? Here he learned the power of praying and meditating to give some time to oneself and to understand where they belong and the relationship between the soul and the super soul, why it is important. So one understands more and more once we start meditating. It is very powerful. Um, Last line, which the author was talking about, was the pain, right? The grief, the hurt. It never goes away. So that was the most important line I learned was, you never forget hurt. It is always there, right? But as time passes, you learn to live around it because the more and more experience you gain, the more people come into your life. They create more and more room for you to breathe. So that's how the hurt just goes down and you just learn to live around it. It gives you more and more air with time passes. So that's it from my side, Madhuji. If you have anything to add or
Yeah.
anybody has any question, please feel free to add.
Thank you so much, Raniji. Wonderfully read and explained, and the main points that you discussed. Really great. So, as a few pointers or few details that I would like to share for people who were not here before and maybe could not understand the story because it was maybe for you, it might be new. So there was a story in this chapter 8, I believe, and not only chapter 8, but few other chapters before that. So there are three characters right till now, three, four characters. And in one of the characters, I believe it is Catherine, then second is Elizabeth, third is Pedro, and I think there's one more character, I think Joanne, I'm not sure, but that is what I forgot. Anyhow, the story with Elizabeth was that in the past life, when she goes into past regression, she looks into her past life, and there she sees that um, someone is actually playing with his father, basically putting rope on around his father's ankles. It was the Roman period, Roman soldiers' time, and they are actually trying to pull his father by a horse. So two horses were plowed, in the sense like his father was used as a plow, and he was taken for fun's sake, just to have fun, because that was the early Christian period, and that time Roman soldiers would make fun of all those people. So that time he was hurt, he was bruised, he was cut, but still he did not die. But he had lot of pain. But after that also, they could not get out of that fun. Basically they were in that fun state that they want to make more fun of his Elizabeth's father. And that time Elizabeth's name was Miriam. So that time, Elizabeth, again, she's watching everything. She's in anger, a lot of anguish, but she can't do anything, because at that time, most of the time, because she was small and she could not even say no to all of this, what was happening. And that time, Miriam sees that his father again had been put to this fun thing that they were doing. So at this time now, Roman soldiers tied that rope around their stomach area, and they pulled her father. So at that time, when they were running, Mariam's father got hurt on his head. He got wounded by a big rock, and that actually brought a lot of, he could taste blood in his mouth, and basically because of that wound on the head, the blood was coming out from his mouth, and also his head, and lot of bruises also made his insides churn, and he could taste blood. So it was Elizabeth's story that we heard in before chapter 8 or something like that. The point is, why I'm sharing is because here now in this story, when Rani ji was telling about Pedro, so Pedro is a Mexican man, a young, handsome man, and mostly his mother was always saying no to his girlfriends and not liking his girlfriends. So till now, till date, he could not make any girlfriends, or he's of marriage age but can't find anyone for himself. Anyhow, the again this fellow comes to Dr. Brian Weiss's office, and he goes into a lot many past regressions. And this time when he goes into that, he sees that one time he is uh, basically he loves someone, and that girl who he loves, basically they can't get married, both of them. So his parents, Pedro's parents, in that lifetime are forcing Pedro to go and become a monk, and he does not want to become a monk, he does not want to renounce that life. But because his parents were pushing him, so, and he was the younger one, so he had to go and become a monk. So the abbot there, the monk, the head of the monastery, the abbot, he found Pedro finds that this abbot was his brother from this present life. So in this present life, Pedro has three siblings. They are three siblings. His elder sister, who is 4 years 4 years elder to Pedro. Then it is Pedro's brother, who is 2 years elder to Pedro, and Pedro is the younger one. But because he's of 29 years of age, so recently, 13 months back, his brother died because of an accident. So he misses his brother a lot. His family also misses their son. But the point is, and sister is also missing, but she has her family, so she can be busy with that. Here, Pedro is missing, and he is still searching, finding answers, why he has to go. And see, once a person is there in your life, and when they go, they create a empty place in our hearts, in our mind, in our lives, and that is very difficult to process. But as now coming back to Dr. Brian Weiss's research, he is also mentioning about his son Adam. And they went into like Adam went into a heart surgery and he could not be saved. But as he went, Dr. Brian Weiss is telling about how he has gone into patients and researched about them, their past life, and through Catherine. So Catherine was the first character. So through Catherine, the deep hoarse voice comes, and sound, like deep sound comes, and the masters are talking through Catherine and telling that the soul always journeys ahead, and the souls are immortal. And so Adam also speaks through Catherine, and they find that everything is okay. It's just it was for a limited time. Adam has to come. Maybe he has chosen this lifetime, or maybe these parents, Dr. Brian Weiss and his wife, has chosen this experience to learn a lesson, and that's why he had to go. So they understood that yes, you cannot get over the grief or sadness, but once we understand that the soul journey continues and the souls are immortal, only this physical body is just like a clothing that you take, like you incarnate, and then you have to go once the time is up, or the lesson is done, or you have to, you are done with all the lessons, whatever it is. Now, coming back to Pedro, so Pedro's life also, in that he is now saying the same thing to Dr. Brian Weiss about the experience of his past life, what he learned about anger, forgiveness, and also unconditional love. So he is actually telling about the romantic love and the unconditional love. And he says that as time passes by, he understood how to forgive and he let go of the anger. So he learned many lessons. The main important point here is that we are all souls, and it's, it should be that we should be able to forgive others. Just imagine, now this is coming from my side, that just imagine when we are breathing, every day we are breathing, right? Is there anyone stopping us from doing that? Nobody, until unless we have some throat issue or golden cough or sinus issues. But don't you think, like, every now and then we all are doing something that might not be okay with others? Maybe we are on the wrong side, maybe we are doing a mistake or something, but then still we are breathing. My point is, we all have done mistakes. Everyone has done mistakes, and we have been forgiven. We have been forgiven by God. We have been given those breaths to breathe, right? So there is no partiality whatsoever. So why can't we forgive others? That's what the main point is, that we all need to be able to forgive others. We should not condemn, we should not criticize or judge. But at the end of the day, it's about that how much you can, like, you can always forgive and accept them. Don't resist that. Once you stop, like, once you resist, you cannot grow. You are stuck with that emotional energy, that pain, that trauma, and then it is difficult for you to go forward or progress as soul forward. So the soul wisdom also becomes stuck at that time, that you are not able to apply, and you are stuck in that place again. Maybe if you are not applying this wisdom in this lifetime, in this present lifetime, you have to take another lifetime to go through that same lesson again until you perfect that lesson. So that is what I wanted to say in a very, quick gist way. But thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Rani ji, for taking the time out today. I really wanted to have some rest today, so I wanted someone to do it, and I asked Rani ji to go ahead, and she said yes. So thank you so much. So anyone, any master who would like to share anything related to anything that they experienced in this lifetime, and it was very similar to um, the past regression or past life, anything you can share. Nobody, no one, someone. Okay.
I have a question,
Yeah,
Madhuji.
go ahead, please. Go ahead.
So, in this case, we see for Pedro or for Elizabeth that they are able to meet this doctor who can take them to past life to make amends with whatever went wrong in this life, and now they're able to live and accept it the way it is.
Mhm.
People who are not able to go back to their past life regression, how do we console them, or how do we make it easier for them? What are the steps?
We have to remember, or I would say like this, just imagine how many lifetimes we have lived, how many incarnations we have taken. For
Yeah.
you, me, or the people who are here. Why are we here? because we want to get liberated now. We are on that state that maybe these might be our last lives, or this lesson to be learned, that we are souls, we are not the physical body. This was very important for us because somewhere down the line, or somewhere in our hearts, in our mind, we are still attached to this physical body. We are attached to the relations. We are attached to many things that should not be there. We have to detach, but also understanding that we as souls have to continue this journey to experience soul wisdom, and sorry, to experience certain lessons, and to make that our soul wisdom, apply them, applies those lessons and move forward. Maybe we are still very much attached. So the divine is trying to bring us and show us that picture, that through the books also, what we are learning, and through meditation, why are we here? Why are you into Krishna consciousness, into ISKCON? Why am I teaching? Not only it's about, see, I was also very much attached. I was into very much trauma. I had migraines, I had hypothyroid, lot many issues. Many other, I also have lot many other issues. Why we were experiencing? Because it was hurting us so bad that we were on the lower vibrational state, and we were living a life of hell. Basically, the pain that comes with any body pain is basically, we think that why are we given this mental torture, physical torture, and so and so. And then we are again put to test with relations. Just imagine, and how difficult it is, and to get out of that confusion. Now with Pedro's finding that, as a monk, when he understands about prayer, meditation, about about forgiveness and unconditional love, he also understood the difference between the physical, like the romantic love, and the unconditional love. Because if you love someone, you love someone. You just can't say, okay, whether they are wrong or right. The point is, if we are wrong or right, God always gives us that strength to carry like to move forward again, or to give us that free life force, free
Free
um
will. Yeah.
free, everything is free, right?
Yeah.
God is never stopping us. God is not limiting us. God is keeping us free. But what are we doing? We are in that, we go into that lower vibrational state, and we limit everyone. We try to control everyone. We are in this controlling state, that we have to do this, do that. Yeah, there are different norms, rules that we have to follow. But apart from that, even souls on the spiritual level, they are telling us that we are big fools, that we are actually trying to limit ourselves. They are saying it is only the dharma of a soul. The dharma of a soul is to be happy and to enjoy the life. But here we are binded by relationships. We are bound by a lot of things, around us, relationships, and what not, I would say. So much binding is there. But soul is eternal, soul is free, and soul is full of love. Definitely, still, I would say the soul has to work selfishly, because they are progressing. They have to learn that soul wisdom. You have to gain that soul wisdom. Once you start applying that life lesson, that becomes your soul wisdom. If you are not teaching, not applying, it is very difficult to learn that lesson and to even remember it. But once you start teaching, and once you go through that experience, it becomes your soul wisdom. So for people who are yet to experience this, I would say their time hasn't come. They will come. Everyone has to
Mm.
come. Like for every child who goes into school, what happens? They go into first grade, second grade, third grade. They have to reach to the 12th grade, right? Then they go to college if they have money, or so and so, whatever. Or sometimes they take themselves out to not go into college, or and they start working. Maybe it's not for them, but the point is, everyone has to come to 12th grade. Everyone, whatever you do, सबको पढ़ के वहीं आना है. But for some people, it might be that they don't want to study. They don't want to. So there are souls, infant souls, or baby souls. They just want to eat, be fed, taken care of, or show off, and they would be stuck there in that materialistic life. But there will be a day when they will be not only in this one lifetime, they might have to take many lifetimes. So a soul goes into 350 to 450 incarnations. Just imagine, and in every kingdom, I would say. So we have been into mineral kingdom, every kinds of mineral we might have been. Then we were what we were doing? We were just lying down, sleeping, and just lying down there, being rushed with that water force or heat or cold, whatever it is. We were just lying, just like stones, how minerals are, crystal stones. And then we went into plant kingdom, every variety of plants. We have been there. And then we go on to animal kingdom. Now, every kind of animals. At least, whatever lessons had to be learned, we learned. We had this wild instincts in us. That wild nature is there. Okay. Even that brain, they say it's like the reptilian brain, we do say, right? Then we come into human kingdom. Now, with human kingdom also, we might have been males, females, good life, bad life, whatever. So we have crossed so much trauma, pain, and then we are not ready to forgive. Now, in this lifetime, Raniji, you, me, or anyone who is listening to me, have you forgiven people? Are you on this journey? Yes, I am. I am. Are you?
Yes. Yes.
The point is, yes. So this is a very beautiful story of Pedro and Elizabeth. That Pedro is the father of Elizabeth, basically in the past lifetime. Mariam is Elizabeth. Pedro is the father who got wounded. Wow, right? Beautiful story.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, that's what. So that is what I wanted to tell, and then I forgot to tell. Anyhow, but finally summed it up. So anyhow, masters, thank you so much, Raniji, for
Thank you.
the. And anyone wishes to share anything, or we can go into meditation then. So let's take our time, masters. Sit cross-legged. This is how you are going to sit and clasp your hands and fingers. Raniji, you are going to give meditation today? Up
I
to
can
you.
try. I
Yeah.
can try.
Okay.
The same, like simple one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just like the last time.
Yeah.
No, it was beautiful. So, masters, I totally forgot that it's Raniji's time. So today she is going to give us.
Are you gonna put the music? Yeah. Okay.
So take your positions, masters. We are
And let
pyramid.
me know, Madhuji, if I have to adjust my sound,
Yeah,
like if I have to lower my voice or higher.
yeah. I will write. I will write. Okay. So 40 minutes meditation, masters. You can wear pyramid caps if you have. Drink some water before you sit into meditation and close your eyes. Raniji is going to guide us.
Sit cross-legged, everyone. Upright position. Clasp your hands and your fingers like you're opening up to the sky and you're ready to receive. Now close your eyes. Relax your body. Try to concentrate on your breath. Concentrate on your breath. Breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. One more time. Just breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in and out like you're normally breathing. Concentrate on your breath. Bond your energy with Mother Earth and out. Feeling yourself more calm and peaceful. Breathe in and out. You feel yourself in a relaxation position. Breathe easily and freely. Thoughts will come. Just concentrate on your breath and let your mind be free. Breathe in, masters. Your mind is free completely. Now take another deep breath through your nose and feel the breath rise all the way into your crown chakra. You exhale, allow your body to relax as much as possible. Another deep breath through your nose. Let the breath rise all the way up your crown chakra. As you exhale, allow your body to relax and feel every muscle of your body relax. I count from 5 to 1. You feel every muscle of your body relax. 5. Body muscles are going to become more and more relaxed. 4, 10, and out normally. 3, 2, 1. Then out, relaxing deeply each breath. As your body is completely relaxed now, think of a golden form of light coming down on you, shining. It's coming down. It is warming your entire body right now. Feel the warm golden light entering your body. As it's warming you, healing you. Light is entering your body. Make sure it goes to each and every part of your body. You're getting healed. This golden form of light becomes larger and more radiant, growing larger and larger. You sit down in this relaxed position. You watch it grow until it completely surrounds you. Light becomes larger. And it's surrounding you completely. this golden radiant light completely enveloping you. Completely protected inside this golden radiant light. Then breathe in and each time you feel yourself connected to this light, each time you breathe, you feel yourself more and more connected to this light. Breathe in and out. Feel the peace. The joy. Breathe in to breathe in. Feel it's filling your mind and making it more calm. Taking all the worry away. thoughts can wait. Breathe in, breathe out. You breathe in, feel it's filling each and every part of your body, and feel the peace it brings with it. Stepping inside this golden, radiant light, feel the energy of this golden light. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and feel this energy of the golden light surrounding you. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the dynamic power and energy. It's flowing through you. Light is so bright, like sun shining all around you. So powerful, so radiant. and it's flowing. Energy is flowing through you. Just feel the power. Breathe. Feel this light moving in your body, through your body, illuminating every area. Your neck, shoulders, chest, your arms, abdomen, legs, and feel it dissolving any tension, any negativity or heaviness. Feel the energy masters. As you breathe in, feel this light energy becoming brighter and stronger, expanding your energy field inside you. As you breathe in, masters, feel this dynamic power and energy becoming one with you. Feel yourself becoming one with this golden white light. It's a divine light. Feel your connection. Let's deepen as you meditate more and more. You to breathe deeply and focus on the light. If your mind wanders, masters, gently guide it back to the sensation of this radiant light, the light energy flowing through you. You are now one with this golden light. Feel the joy, feel the bliss. Slowly bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Slowly come back to your body. Take a few deep breaths. Move your toes. Unclasp your hands. Rub your hands. Palm of your hand and put it on your eyes. Call the energy. Keep it there for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now gently open your eyes beneath your palm and smile as you ground yourself back into the present moment. And just feel the space which you have created within yourself. Open your eyes, Masters. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Rani ji. Very, very beautiful meditation. Really deep and very peaceful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really beautiful meditation. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If anybody has any experience or anything they want to mention, please feel free.
Thank you, Rani ji. Masters, if anyone has any experiences today, or if you felt anything, not only if you have seen anything, please do share. If you felt anything, please do share. If you have any questions, you can always raise your hand and ask. So the raising hand option is down there, and feel free to ask anything related to the book read or dhyan, anything. And thank you so much. So I'm not sure if all of you have come back, but if anyone feels anything related to today's topic about book read, Pushpaji is mentioning, you did excellent, Raniji. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, a new person has joined us today, Nilesh Topi Balaji. If you are out of the meditation, if you can let me know how you felt today's class session. I know you are new with us, but still, if you wish, please help us. Thank you so much for to Hillary as well. Hillary has also joined new. She's from Seattle, I think, right? Yeah, Southern Oregon, yeah. Thank you so much. So, Nilesh, I had given you unmute option. If you're out of meditation, you can let us know. No, she did it by her own self, Pushpaji. I was not mentoring her. She came out with this meditation by her own self. So I'm very happy that she is taking that initiative. Still, like so much going on at home, still she could make time for us, all of us. Anyhow, thank you so much, everyone. If you have no questions, And even I see Pradeep ji. I'm not sure from where you are, Pradeep ji. If you can let me know. Thank you, Maji. Unmute option has been given to Pradeep ji and Nilesh ji. Okay, they are already out. No problem. So thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Nilesh. So I believe you don't want to talk right now. That's okay, no problem. But if you want to, you can always raise your hand. Anyhow, so in the time to come, tomorrow it is Thursday, and then uh, Friday, Monday to Friday, we continue with the meditation sessions and book swadhyay. Saturday, Sunday will be off, as you all know. Again, from Monday through Friday, we will be doing. So, Sanjay ji, is it yours tomorrow? I think tomorrow. Let me see. I'm not sure. Thursday, I think he took. So, let me see. Hmm. Yeah, I think 2nd of January, Sanjay ji will be taking on chapter 11. So tomorrow Sanjay ji will be taking us on to chapter 11. But till then, masters, um, let's do our meditation regularly, morning and evening, and may we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. Thank you so much, Rani ji, for today's wonderful meditation and the book review. Let's meet tomorrow again. But in the meantime, don't forget to fill your cups with the cosmic energy, individually as well as sitting with the group. Do your meditation regularly and teach meditation to others. Help awaken others as well, but do your inner work every day. So thank you so much. Good night and good day wherever you are, masters. Thank you so much from whichever part of the world you are joining in. It was really wonderful to have you here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good night.